Hey, what's up, guys? Just another impromptu hello. Let's see. Book 7 is going really well. The editing is more than half done. This bad boy is going to be way more than 1,000 pages. What's up, Owen? What's up, the other 3 people that just hopped on? Let's see. Oh, I want to give a shout out to Dakota Kraut. Wow, 1823. Woo! You guys really love me. What's going on? What's up, y'all? Shout out to Dakota Kraut. He wrote an amazing book. I've been knowing this guy since he first published. I think he's an awesome person individually, and this is by far his best work. So if you have not checked out Dungeon Calamity, I recommend it. Also, I want to give a shout out to James Hunter. I have not read his book because it just came out, and I'm editing my own. But, so check them out too. And yeah, I'm glad the t-shirt got there, Morgan. All right, let me say hello to everybody, making sure I'm not missing any pictures. Richard Jackson, thank you so much for reading my books. Oh my God, I never give notice, but you're still here, Jeff Kroll. You're still here. And I agree, Richard Roberts. Dakota's book was awesome. Hello, and Gnome Zoo Rule. Okay, so updates. Let's see. Some of you guys have been writing in that you like the new Jelly Miss Village Mafia Gnomes Rule bracelets, which I've been giving as like little teasers and extra gifts when you buy a signed book on the website. More people are finding out that I actually have been selling stuff on my website for the last year. There's awesome shirts. Check those out. Book 7 is coming edited great. Dude, it is so long. I mean, like, by Amazon pages, like, it might be like 1,300 to 1,500 pages. Like, it is insane how big it is. That is going to be awesome. Nick Podell has finished book 6 audio. He is just like a beast. He's awesome. He's amazing. I'm going through the editing because I listened to it myself. That is one of the reasons it slows it down, so feel free to blame me, but I like to make sure that everything's perfect. And then it goes to his remastering person in the Amazon. So less than 4 weeks is what I'm thinking. Maybe as close as like 2.5 to 3 weeks is when the book 6 audio will be coming to you. Let's see. Susie, I'm glad that your son enjoyed it. That's awesome. Who has seen the new Justice League? Do not ruin the new Justice League for me. I need to see it. So Brock is asking when the release date is for Book 7. Book 7 is going to be out by December 3rd. When I first, told you guys it's going to be the 19th, it's because I didn't really look at the fact that it's over 1,000 pages, which is insane. But the editing is going really well. I've improved my craft a lot, so there's less work for my beta readers. My beta readers have improved their craft a lot, so they're catching a lot of stuff. We are... hopefully it'll be 100% polished. We're doing our best, but either way, like, it's going really smoothly, really well, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. There's going to be a lot of questions and quests and whatever answered. So yeah, TJ, dude, thank you so much, man. And you will not have to wait 10 months again because I just don't plan on writing a 1,000-page book again. This thing is just a beast. And it's because book 7 was always going to be kind of like a catharsis of what was coming together. And honestly, I've been told by like 1,000 people, oh, just break it in 3 books. I didn't, and you guys have had to wait, but I think you're going to appreciate the fact that it all came as one volume because it is going to be a lot of fun. And I agree. Nick and I are perfection. He's like the 90% perfection. I'm like the 2 to 3%, and then I'm sure there's like some celestial something as well. But yeah, I'm so lucky to be working with him. I just want to become a beta reader. So my beta readers are actually going to be holding the keys to those kingdoms coming up very soon. But I'm not going to be adding anything before book 7 because we've got like a whole groove going on, and most of them we've been working together for 2 years. But after that, with some of these new projects that I'm going to be doing, 1 or 2 of my beta readers are going to like sort of take point and open it up, and maybe there'll be a contest and whatever else. And yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Level 2 is in the works, definitely. What's up, Cody? Excuse me. Michael Lewis. Nick was actually a little mad at me. He was like, I said I would read your books. I didn't say I would read 1,000 pages of your books. So yeah, it is going to be, I can't say it's going to be Wheel of Time long because That's insane. But it is definitely Wheel of Time-esque long. So I hope that you guys really enjoy it. What is my inspiration for my books? Basically being 25 to 30 years of gaming, watching sci-fi, blah, 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 being the biggest nerd of any of my friends. One of the greatest things about writing these books is connecting with other nerds and letting me know that I'm not alone. So thank you for that. Let's see. Cody Nielsen says that's not long enough. That's what she said, but okay, moving on. Nicholas Wright, thank you so much, Nick. And I really appreciate you, especially Nick. I recognize you. I remember you. You've said so many wonderful things. Thank you. Brandon Jackson, how do you ever settle on Nick? I've always wondered how you chose a narrator. I was never an audiobook guy before. And so I auditioned all these people and none of it really sounded right. And then I found the first narrator and it was fine. But when I listened to it, I didn't get excited. And then I was like, you know what? For something that is the focal point of my life, I wanted to find something that kind of evoked a lot of emotion in me. So I actually did a crowdsource with you guys and I was like, hey, who do you like? And then somebody was like, well, there's the guy that did Patrick Rothfuss's book. And I was like, yeah, all right, I'll write to him, whatever. He's never going to respond. And Nick is actually one of the most humble, one of the nicest, coolest, just real dudes. And again, I just feel so thankful that I get to work with him. Favorite game, Civilization. Best game ever created, ever. The evens are always better than anything else. Everybody knows that. If you play 4, check out the Rise of Mankind mod. It's awesome. They've been dumbing it down so it gets more mass appeal. I hope that someone over there just goes back to the insanely complicated game that we all love. Let's move forward. I'd ask for beta readers for 4 other authors, already 2 very prolific. Susie, I love you to death, and we will make that happen. But again, for 7, we're in a groove. So Logan says, missed the past 7 minutes. So 7 will be coming out by December 3rd, possibly before. The reason for the delay after the 19th deadline that I said was because it's over 1,000 pages. So I think you guys will like it. Let's see how the Catacombs big in the next book. That's a spoiler. Shame on you, Kim. Nope. Adam says, I've been wondering if there's martial arts masters, blah, blah, blah. Are there monks? There very well could be monks. Could they be panda monks? Maybe. I don't know. So, yeah, there definitely was, there's just going to be some fist-smacking goodness happening sometime soon. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Super Troopers reference killed me because Super Troopers is the best thing ever, and I cannot believe that Super Troopers 2 is finally happening. It's the best. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. And blah, blah, blah. Let's see. What do you think of the Aragon series? I never read Aragon, unfortunately. Obviously, it's very, very popular. I think there was a movie that I saw once. I don't know. I guess it didn't really make too much of an impact one way or the other on me. So, I don't know. But 1,000 people seem to like it, so, or 1 billion, so can't be too bad. What's the plan for releasing more artwork? So, Justin, I absolutely want to release more artwork. I don't know if you guys have ever worked with artists. It is not easy. I'm like, hey, I'd really like it to look like this. And they go, yeah, no, I totally hear you. So this is what I'm giving you. You're welcome and shut up. So wrangling artists, not the easy thing. And finding one that, I've been on DeviantArt. I've been on Upwork. I've been on, Craigslist. I've been on all these different things. And so I've been able to bring some of this work to you, which is really great. But obviously the ones that are really have, high skills are also working with a bunch of other people. So the village map is something that I've gone back and forth, the updated map for book 7 is something I've gone back and forth with. And you guys have seen the beautiful paint, painted tapestry of the original map. But getting her to translate another thing, it's a little difficult. So I don't want to release it before it's really ready. I don't know. If you guys know some artists that you love, that not just that you like, but that you've talked to about me, so I'm not having to go through 8 people to get to them. Send me a message. I would love to meet them. I would love to, be like, hey, yeah. Because the best idea for me is if I can send them the book and then they can read a chapter and they're like, oh, I had a great idea, because then it's their creative process as well. So anyway, yeah. I want more art, if that's the answer. Rar, Civ, yes, Civ is the best. Does Ricker's medical skill ever come back in the fold? That's a spoiler. Did I ever play D&D? No, my mom said that D&D was the work of the devil. So I never got to play D&D when I was growing up. I did play a lot of Magic. as far as card games goes, mostly Magic, not a lot, but some. But I was always more of a PC gamer. I learned to build PCs because I loved gaming and I wanted more bang for my buck, and I couldn't afford, whatever special Dell was having. So yeah, but obviously old school, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, BA, select, start. I'm about that life too. Waiting for a 2,000-page book. Nothing's ever good enough for you, John Everhart. PC, yes, that is awesome too. I need a liter of cola. All right. Yes, it did take forever, Susie, but it's coming. Dude, seriously, I can't believe. So, for those of you who don't know, I have a new assistant Geneva, who did an awesome kind of Facebook party where we got like 400 to 500 people. But the main point is that Margaret Wise came and did an AMA with us and other people. So yeah, that was awesome. So I'm sorry if you guys missed her. But yeah, Margaret Wise. And hopefully we will be getting some other big name offers when we do it in the future. I will definitely let you know. And Chris, I'm happy that you're loving the audiobooks. Please tell your friends. Yeah, so I mean, I think guys, some of you guys may not know, but I am an independent author. I do all of this myself until I had Geneva, my new assistant who just hopped on, come soon, and she's awesome. But, it's just me, and the only reason that I've been able to grow is because you guys are so awesome and you tell your friends. So thank you for telling your friends. Thank you. Really, really, I appreciate it. And keep telling your friends, because I will continue to appreciate it. Is everyone kung fu fighting? Is it fast as lighting? I have been told that I look like Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon, if that helps at all. And I've heard that the book is way better than the movie Aragon. Again, worst movie ever? Worse than Speed 2? Really? I don't know. You realize in Speed 2, he was running down the hallway with no shirt on. They cut away, and he was wearing a black silk shirt. Nobody noticed. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, book 5 cliffhanger. I was not going to do it because when I first started writing, it was a really small collection of people that I was working with, and honestly, I almost knew the couple hundred people that were reading my books regularly, and it's like we would like mess with each other, because that's kind of my sense of humor as a director. And I was not going to leave book 5 on a cliffhanger, but I was out drinking with my friends one night, and I had the idea of that, and I was like, yes, I cannot not do this. So, yeah. Have you ever read Skull Surgery Pleasant series? I've never heard of it, but that's an awesome title. Maybe after book 7's done, I'm going to plan on catching up on what you're reading. And Margaret Wise is a super nice lady. 1, for joining us, and 2, she's just kind of a nice lady. So that's cool. I'd love an illustration book. I'd love an illustration book, too. It is on my list of projects to complete. And again, if you guys know a cool artist who's like, trying to make some extra coin and doesn't mind working and like having a good collaborative effort, send them my way. Like, if I like if I like some of their sample work, I absolutely will hire them. So yeah, just let me know. A bestiary, there will be a bestiary. Yeah, absolutely. We'll offer thank you very much for the True Lineage Kenpo Karate. Thank you for the beta testing. Awesome. Is the next Magic Core blah, blah, blah. That is a spoiler, Avram. Shame on you. Shame on all you spoilers. You should drop like a codex. Should I drop it like a tot kind of thing? That'd be good. Yeah, all right, so again, we're talking about a bestiary kind of thing. So at the end of each book, I have stopped putting an index because people got really mad because the indexes are so in-depth because my magic systems are all unique. So now at the end of each book, just in case you're missing it, there is a link to my website for anybody that wants to read it, but no one else is going to be faked out thinking there's another like 5% of book. Because, yeah, I'd get pissed too, and I felt bad about it one time I did it. Agree. Nashville Comic Con. So I'm going to start doing more. I'm going to start doing more cons in 2018 now that I have, again, a wonderful assistant that can help me. And I think, actually, Geneva, if you're still on this call, set up a post or something like that. So, like, if there's a specific con that people, like, want me to go to for whatever reason, write in and we will take a look at it. And as long as it does not interfere with my doctoring day job, then I will try to get up there. Yeah. And Steve, I'm happy that you enjoyed the party. That's awesome. And Jason Osborne, you are the man, sir. And thank you for rocking that filter. Jason is rocking one of the Facebook filters that I have. If you guys don't know, there's a thread somewhere on my author page, and it's on my newsletter that is going out tomorrow, where I can put up filters for you if you guys wanted a fun thing. And it like helps, and it looks cool. They're super awesome. Let me know. Oh, and my newsletter is coming out tomorrow, which always has the up-to-date kind of stuff. So if you haven't signed up, litrpg.com/newsletter, blah. All right. Will Richter ever say fatality after kill Mortal Kombat style? I mean, if he does, it's going to be like some serious, like this is my, spine ripping kind of thing. So yeah, that would be awesome. Let's see. Great. Just cool. I already moved. Oh, thank you so much, Nick. Independent author is pretty rough. Yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you for that love. Akeshta, I hope I'm saying it correctly. It can be rough, but honestly, you guys, right here, this is awesome. You guys are talking to me randomly on a Sunday night. So, yeah. So, one of the things that I have not said yet is that if you don't realize, this is my 2-year anniversary. Book 1 came out today in 2015, which is why I really wanted to hop on and say thank you to you guys. This sort of epic journey has been amazing for me, creating these worlds and being able to share them with you, but also it's been amazing in like how, we've gotten people from all around the world. I've gotten, letters from Israel. I've gotten letters from Antarctica. I've gotten letters from Australia, all around the States, all around Europe, through Africa, through South America. And like, you guys are all sort of like coming together. And I think it's an awesome community that we have, like both on the author page, but also in the Lit RPG community. A lot of new people are finding their voice where they never really thought they would write, but then they did. And, some of it's not so good, but some of it is really amazing, and that's because of you guys. So, I just want to say thank you for that. And also, we've been able to do amazing things, like we've raised $10,000 for charity this year, not even counting the stuff that we've done, like, in previous years. We've been able to have 2 galas. We've, when I first started, and got the group and everything together, there were like 5 people in the Western world putting out Lit RPG. Now there's, hundreds, which is awesome. And it's growing. So again, this is happening because of you guys. This is very grassroots. The big publishing people actually don't even really want to touch us for whatever reason. And I'm not sure if I would do it anyway. That's a completely other story. But I will absolutely do the Netflix series. I say that every time. Anyone that works for Netflix, please, really, I'll give you my home number. But it's all because of you. Please keep telling friends, and let me get off my soapbox. When are we getting book 7, dude? Book 7's coming. It's 1,000 pages long. It's taking forever to edit. That's why I was a little delayed. By December 3rd. All right, and you're getting your brother. Oh, that's awesome. Appreciate that, Adam. I shared your book with 6 people so far. They bought all of them. Woo woo! You rock, Brandon Jackson. Honestly, it's amazing how fast the Lit RPG community has grown. And I think one of the reasons that it's grown is because that, when you come into the community, there's not all the drama that I normally don't go on Facebook live feeds for, and the depressing stuff that kind of keeps us off the news and whatever like that. You just have a bunch of people from all walks of life, both sides of the aisle, different, religious, whatever things, but they're all nerds and they're all just trying to have fun and relax. And I think it's awesome. So again, I mean, I don't want to over stress that point, but I do. I think this community is probably the best on the net, in my opinion. See, a land movie needs to be made, a land movie or a Netflix series. Netflix. Anyway, all right, yeah. All right, I'll definitely spread the word. Yeah, seriously, I don't know what Full Sail is, but if it's full of authors, sail on over here. All right. What kind of ideas do you have for the Chaos Seed Richter meets? I've literally have 30 pages worth of other Chaos Seeds, and it is a spoiler. Okay, we're still talking about Aragon. Yeah, I mean, a million fans can't all be wrong. Yeah. Come visit Penn State. I don't know. I mean, I went to Dartmouth, Penn State. You guys might come after me. I don't know. Tim McGowan, what kind of doctor? I am a hospitalist with Kaiser Permanente. So if you guys don't know what that means, it's like a doctor that works in the hospital, like it implies. But basically, if anyone goes to the emergency room and they're too sick to go home, 95% of the time I take care of them. So the patients that I deal with have heart attacks, strokes, broken bones, infections, that kind of stuff, like the bread and butter stuff that people come to the emergency room for. So I get to help you guys while you stay in the hospital, and excuse me, that's what I do. I've been finished with training for about 4 years, and people ask me all the time if I'm going to quit my day job, and I really love healing people. It also took forever. So I don't think I'll be quitting it anytime soon, but as I hope you guys can tell, like my passion, the thing that really, really excites me is writing these stories. And I plan to keep doing that. My goal in life is 50 books and a movie or Netflix series or both, and a Hugo Award. So I hope that you guys stay on this journey with me. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. I would like to have a filter. Nicholas Taylor, on my author page that you're on, literally probably like 3 or 4 down, is a filter thing, and just comment which one you want. There's like 5. But ask me what type of doctor again. Quick question: how does Richter make the connection between Ron Swanson? Blah blah blah. Let's see. How does Richter not? I don't know. Maybe he's more of an Office fan. You know, it's possible. And thank you guys for the happy anniversary. I am way behind in these comments. All right, wall of text. I agree, Justin Heidelberger. Wall of text. Do I ever get writer's block? No, I never get writer's block. And part of the reason is that before I wrote the first book, I already, Game of Thrones, boop boop, see you. I already have the ending of the entire series written down. It is buried under the dirt somewhere, and there are secret messages in each book leading to the latitude and longitude of this thing. So I practically, you know what? I'm not even going to write the last book. It's just hidden. One day you'll find, no, that's insane. Or is it? Anyway, what's up to my friend Selena Andrews? We've been friends since high school. She's an amazing actress. You will check her out. She just hopped on. What's up? The Land is a great series. Thank you so much. I agree that it's getting better. I think that I am a better writer than I was before. And honestly, I feel like I am skill leveling through all of that, if you can excuse my dorkiness. And I hope to, I hope that every book that I've written is the worst book that I've written so far. But yeah, I believe that book 7 is the best thing that I've written, and I hope that you guys agree when it finally comes out. Let's see. Shout out to my wife, Sarah Jackson, who supports my nerddom. Shout out to all the great men and women behind the nerds that they love. Yeah. And Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi. I have said that every time I've had a car bomb for the last, well, let me not admit when I first started drinking, but since I have started drinking, I have always said Aussie, 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 oi, 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 and I kill that. You've been busy 7 books in 2 years. No, I've really been busy because it was 6 books in 14 years, which is another reason that this book took a little bit of time because I took a month off just to kind of like, be normal. And then also I have been trying to learn how to be a writer as an author as opposed to just being a writer. The distinction for me being looking at like the business of it, making the connections, getting my audiobooks out, getting like, polishing books 1, 2, and 3. For those of you who don't know, like when book 7 comes out, it's like a version 3.0. So there's like, minor tweaks and changes, no plotline changes whatsoever. But just like with the game, like the mechanics that I use are so intricate. I tweak little things to like keep this from being overpowered and make this a little bit more fun. And there's going to be a whole changelog that I release, right before as well, for those of you that want to check it out. May I send cards with my friend deploying to Hawaii? I'm not sure what you mean by cards, but I am all about supporting the men and women that keep our safe. So Susie, just message me and I will hook that up easily, immediately. Let me know. Raiders audiobook. Nick Podell has finished the Raiders audiobook. So what happens now is that I need to listen to it, which unfortunately takes way too long because I'm also writing and editing and blah, blah, blah all the time. I have a great beta audiobook listener. I won't say his name so you don't mob him, but he's enjoying it too. And but hopefully it will be up within 4 weeks because basically what happens is that when I give Nick the green light saying that everything's okay, he sends it to be remastered. That takes like 4 to 5 days, and then we send it to Amazon, which that can take anywhere from like 5 days to like 3 weeks, unfortunately. So it's a very kind of variable thing, but you will have it before the end of the year. So that's good. This is one of my dreams to become an author. It was always one of my dreams to become an author too. I never thought it would actually happen, and honestly, that line from Finding Forrester was absolutely true. Like the first step is writing just to write. And then I just kind of stayed true to, I wrote something that I would want to read. I'm excited about it. I think that comes across in the pages. And, there's some like nuts and bolts things that you can learn as well. The advice I would give is just start writing. Stay away from writers groups. It's like looking at Cosmo. If you're a 15-year-old girl, you just feel ugly afterwards. And make some personal connections. So I hope that you do try to kick that off. Tanika, what's up, Tanika? It's been a long time. Is anyone else waiting to sneak up behind him? Yeah, so that happens. That's why I, well, I actually don't have my weapon. Okay, so yeah, no, if somebody sneaks up behind me, please let me know. Blah, 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 because they think the lit RPG is fad. Yeah, they probably will, or whatever reason, but it doesn't matter because lit RPG is rocking the Casbah. There's a lot of authors that are like making amazing stories, doing whatever. And you know what? Things are changing, and some people just don't like that. But either way, all that matters is you guys, so it doesn't really matter what anyone else does. I hope that you guys keep enjoying my stories and the other stories that you guys are into. And wow, your daughter's hooked on the audiobooks. I'm glad. I really always thought that lit RPG would be a great way to get, you know, kids that never really were into reading or anything like that to, you know, kind of like find that love. I know that it's like, you know, compared to Destiny 2 or something like that, books could be super dry, but like not if they got into lit RPG. So I would not necessarily tell a group of third graders to read my books for obvious reasons. But I do think there's some like, you know, kind of G-rated lit RPG that could really increase the reading potential, which I think just makes better people. But anyway, again, that's my soapbox. Do you ever recheck your numbers? Dude, I recheck my numbers constantly, and it takes forever. And luckily, like, two of my beta readers are like, you know, nerd exponential higher than me, and they recheck them. And oh, the fights we get into about some of these numbers. Oh man, dude. I mean, like we don't talk for a day sometimes because we get too mad about it. Any tips for a prospective writer? Write a story that you want to read, and just start writing. Because I find that the same way that, you know, you could be worrying about a problem and you can't really seem to make sense of it, but like if you take the time to like write down the bullet points, suddenly it becomes a lot more clear. There's like a mental constipation that can happen if you've got too many ideas going around. But as soon as you get it on the paper, you have another frame of reference, and it can either flow or evolve into something better. And don't be afraid to change everything up if you feel like it's going to be a book 8. Book 8 is definitely going to come again. 50 books in a movie. Oh, and I'm not getting paid for this yet, but Smoothie King, why don't you refresh with the wonderful tastes of the Caribbean? I mean, Netflix, what's up? Okay. I am also waiting for that. I take an anime series. What about an anime series on Netflix? Right? Yeah, maybe. Okay. Did you watch I did not. Oh, I mean, I watched like them take down the old baseball stadium forever ago, but meh, whatever. Gonna visit Minnesota with any of the cons? I don't know. I have an ex in Minnesota. I'm pretty sure she still has a kill order out on me. Maybe I'll come to Minnesota. It'll be up to my assistant. So, Full Sails of College and Jordan. Oh, I actually did know that. I don't know. I think I saw a space between them before it didn't make the connection. December 3rd. I love lit RPG. Lit RPG genre is amazing. It is, I love how there's people from like all different walks of life, from like janitors to judges to anything else, because all of us just have this like nerddom that we can't really express as much anymore. I think it's awesome. There's the ones that put me in my room, or MS flares. Well, I hope that you don't have any more anytime soon, Susie. Have I ever read the Dresden Files? I never read the Dresden Files. I watched the Dresden Files. I've watched that one season about 5 times because I'm just such a sci-fi nerd. And you know what? I like the actor. I like the stories. You know, you can hate on it as much as you want. This is a pro Dresden household, just so we're clear. Tim, if you keep reading, I will keep writing. When is book 6 going to Audible? So I think you may have already heard it, but within a month probably. Thank goodness I'm a real doctor. You thought it was like a Dr. Dre kind of thing. Well, yes, I suffered through residency. I do not recommend that to anybody. Yes, I did. Any plans on Richard getting love interest? Again, shame on you, spoilers. Harry Dresden is awesome. He really is. My aunt is well, blessings to your aunt, dude. I honestly would not have the wherewithal to do that. That is intense. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Awesome. And my assistant is awesome. All right. Movies or Netflix series? Movies and Netflix series, but definitely Netflix first. Hello, Netflix. Does Netflix not have like an NSA kind of thing where you're not hearing me say your name over and over? Everybody say Netflix real quick. Maybe they'll get the point. And do I have a difference between live action and animated? I mean, I just want it to be awesome. I mean, I think you guys have seen that like some of the animated stuff that you've watched is like harder hitting and more intense than, you know, live action kind of stuff. But then being able to bring across like humor and drama and, you know, violence, which we all love, into live action would also be cool. What I'm interested in is just not having it shortchanged into some BS. honestly. These books, this writing is the focal point of my life, and I'm not looking for it to be, and all that kind of stuff. So obviously, you're hoping for like a Game of Thrones-y kind of thing. And yeah, I don't want to poo-poo on anybody else, but you guys know the ones I'm talking about that were not really like that. And I'm not looking for like a heartthrob crap. Yeah, we'll see. Is winter coming to the land? Yeah, and it's actually abnormally long, and it's going to be preceded by a bunch of like kids with wolves, and a lot of people die. That's just been like an idea that I've been playing around with in my head. Yeah. Do I plan on doing a launch party? That's going to be up to my assistant. I'm not actually sure how that would work, but I will, I guess. Yeah. Writing, but yeah, student loans are real, man. Sally Mae will find you. It is, medicine was real. I'm not gonna lie. Why is anyone getting a shovel, James Turner? What's up with that? Is that a panda head? It's not a panda head, and that's not another panda right there, and another one right there, and two more pandas. Oh, look at little baby panda. Oh. And there's also a couple other little surveillance panda hiding around. I'm not getting enough sleep. Dude, why does everyone keep telling me that? I know I'm not getting enough sleep. I know that I have bags under my eyes. This is the life that I've chosen. I don't know. I'm trying to get more sleep, but I didn't sleep for 5 years, and that's partly what you're seeing too. But this is also shadows, like not shadows. Oh man, it looks bad when okay, so let me say in the shadows. All right. Honestly, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Susie. I do feel like my writing is improving with every book. And thank you, Adam, for the same thing. So Raiders audio, again, within the next month. Nick is done. We just need to go through the process with Audible. And Flash is your favorite superhero. I mean, Flash definitely is. He's awesome. I'd have to say old school Spider-Man, when he wasn't whiny or anything like that. I used to love all that too. Thank you for Ignite. Oh, dude, Sean, I'm happy that I could do that. I remember when mine was Ignited, and literally I was like, where have you been my whole life? I cannot believe I have not read this before. Am I a Marvel or DC guy? All right, don't kill me. Marvel. I grew up on Marvel. I loved Spider-Man. Like I said, I loved X-Men. I loved the X-Men cartoon, even though there were multiple episodes. For some reason, every Saturday I watched the exact same one. I don't know why they didn't put the other ones up. I feel like all they ever had was episode 10 or something like that. But no, I've always loved Marvel. No, I mean, obviously DC is doing big things. I'm going to be seeing Justice League in the next several days or something like that. But yeah, I loved it. All the drama about the studio and whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think people forget that it used to just be like really badly inked stuff with Stan Lee, who was making really fun like stories that were, would kind of like excite like, 12 and 13-year-olds like myself. It was awesome. I think that there's a lot to be said for where sci-fi and fantasy was back in the day, even though lots of these is getting bigger now and more mainstream. I mean, again, shout out to Margaret Wise, but like Dragonlance Chronicles, are you kidding me? That was like the epic of my life. It was awesome. I think that we could learn a lot from how things used to be done, and I hope to bring a little bit of that grit and drama and whatever into my work too. So yeah. Have I ever live action roleplayed? I'm not exactly sure. Is that like LARPing? I guess that would be LARPing. No, I never have. You got to keep in mind, I spent 10 years in a hole, literally not seeing the light of day for like, a week sometimes because I was doing this medicine thing. It's only in so I finished 4 years ago. It took about 2 years for the voices to go away. And that's when I started writing books. So there's a lot that I haven't really had. Awaken Online Catharsis. So is that the third one? I enjoyed the first one very, very much. I think it was a great book. Are any of Richter's that is a spoiler, Chris Rogers, shame on you. And Doug Laus, I'm very happy to hear that young people are reading my work. That's awesome. Have I read The Game by Cosmo? Yeah, Cosmo and I do cross promotion for each other. I think he's an awesome dude. He's out in Cali. He's dedicating himself to this thing, and honestly, I feel like both of his books were really well written. I enjoyed them. So if you haven't checked out Cosmo Yap, do that. Oh, and just another shout out to my boy Dakota Kraut, who put out an awesome third book, his best work to date. Really humble, really sweet, really cool dude. And also to James Hunter, who just put his book out like yesterday. I haven't had a chance to read it, but whatever. I will. When does the next books come out? So by December 3rd, it's 1,000 pages long. She's 26 and she's a huge D&D fan. I think that's awesome. Right on. So I mean, that's Amanda Maniago. I think like a lot of dudes, I never really thought that women were as much into sci-fi and fantasy as we do. And God, I could not have been more wrong. I mean, like, my readership is definitely still more male-centered, but like looking at the statistics of like, people that play Warcraft, right? Like 40 to 45% of the people that are playing Warcraft are women. Like, how could we not think that women are into sci-fi and fantasy? I mean, women are awesome. Sci-fi fantasy is awesome. So, I mean, I've really enjoyed kind of like getting a better education about what those demographics are. So I'm happy that she's enjoying it. But was there ever a history? Yeah, there definitely will be a history, but like, honestly, I've already written a bunch of that backstory, but I like to kind of like work in it organically. One of the projects that I'll probably be doing soon is a series of short stories that kind of give like snippets and different perspectives and views about what's going on, to sort of just flesh out the world. Again, I've never written before now, so I'm just trying to also flex my literary muscles. So if you don't like it, please don't be mean, but I do not. I'm not afraid of genuine feedback. So I hope that you enjoy it while I try these different styles as well. But yeah, there's going to be definitely some other cool projects that are coming out too. Do I ever worry that Richter will get too powerful? I absolutely do. I think the downfall of any game or lit RPG book is when the characters get too powerful, which is why I built in things to keep, like, he has an amazing potential, but he's not, like, knocking stuff down. Like, he gets his butt kicked all the time. So personally, I feel like that's also something that I took into account before I wrote the first word, and I hope that I don't ever like go too far one way or the other. But that's also why I do certain, like, this fix for version 3.0 for book 7 is going to have a couple little tweaks that again are not going to backtrack. It doesn't change any plot lines at all, but like Enchanting, I felt like it got a little too overpowered. So we're going to see that like he has to do things to earn it and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Go to YouTube and talk to Laura K. Hamilton talk. She does give good advice. So yeah, I mean, obviously Laura K. Hamilton is a, god among men. She is, doing amazing stuff. And learning from other authors and stuff like that is on my list. Unfortunately, like, there's only so many hours a day, and with the day's work time, blah, blah, blah. So one day, if Laurel K. Hamilton is listening to this, I would love to meet you, ma'am. I would love to learn from someone that is as prolific as you are. Until then, I'm just going to keep trying to put out these books. I got to go. Ketcha, it was great having you here. If you did an anime series, a million times better than SAO. No hate to SAO, but yeah, if I did an anime series, I will make you a promise there will be no filler episodes of just a bunch of talking. At the very least, even if there's no plotline development, it'll just be a bunch of fighting, which is at least fun. Okay. So, a growth potion in Azael? I mean, I feel like a shrinking potion would be a better prank for Richter to pull on Cyan. Jim Butcher. I've been trying to meet Jim Butcher. He's a harder like shell to crack. I think he's not as involved on social media as some other people, but I would love to meet Jim Butcher. Again, Codex Alera, in my humble opinion, is one of the best series ever written. And also, like, I just kind of want to learn more about, like, I like making connections, I like doing cross promotions, and I also want to learn from people that have been ahead of me so that I can increase my own writing game. So, yeah. Okay, so Jeff Cole is trying to start some stuff here. Richter versus Jason out of Awaken Online. Who would win? I mean, come on. So Jason doesn't have any stealth capabilities, and he's not really that good of a melee fighter, but he can raise like a bajillion zombies, dude. I mean, so I mean, maybe if Richter hit him with a brick first, he'd win. Or if it was like a one-on-one fight, but if Jason had like a bajillion zombies, I mean Richter's not too proud to run away. I mean, he'll cry a little bit if it wins him the fight. So yeah. All right. Does the Audible James Marsters? I will try to give it a listen. I don't really have time to read to listen to audios as much. Nick will always be my go-to guy for Richter and everything else. But with some of these other projects that I have coming, I'm definitely going to want him to do some of them. But I also let's say I have like a female lead. I'm not looking for him to do it, even though his female voice is eerily on point. Yeah. All right, skipping. I got to get back to editing soon. Let's see. I'm seeing if there's any other questions. Come to Birmingham, Alabama. I will buy you a drink. Much closer than going up north. That's true. And the South's just awesome. So there's that. Netflix. Thank you guys. Stick to your duns. What I do, I always will, Jeremiah. I'm not interested in like just a quick payday or whatever. Like, these books are close to my heart. They are very important. And if anything, if I switch to another medium, I wouldn't do it without at least some of the creative control, because I want it to be amazing. And yeah, I mean, these books will most likely be my legacy. So yeah. Wolf Riders. I mean, I think Wolf Riders is a good thing, but I feel like you're asking for a spoiler, so shame on you. As big as your planet is, seasons would be so long with the days. So CC Buck, definitely that's a possibility, but you also have to keep in mind that we're dealing with magic and everything else like that. So, there's other impulses just besides like, the small grasp of physics that we have so far. So, yeah. Can we always Netflix? What do you look like with long hair? It's like this, but longer. Be right back. Going to Netflix to name drop you. Please do. Yeah, everyone just keep photobombing Netflix. Like email them, call them all the time, lock up their phone lines. I hear they really like that kind of stuff. So yeah. Are any of Richard's friends? That's a spoiler. Shame on you, Chris Rogers. Tony Navarti. What's up, man? I don't know if I've seen you before, but welcome. Yeah. Frank Mabry. What's up, Frank? But when's the next book coming out? I literally spent 73 hours hunting season, blah, blah, blah. All right, so Nick has finished book 6, less than 4 weeks for the editing and the remastering and blah, 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 so it will be soon. The Land is a graphic novel would be great. There is already a Land comic book that I made a year and a half ago. It is free if you sign up for my newsletter, and that is litrpg.com/newsletter. Easiest thing to remember. So if you want to check out the one comic that I've made so far, yeah. And if anyone has an idea about because honestly, I was going to make a bunch of comics and have those be side stories, but the price point of making them and what I have to sell them, I didn't think that people would be interested in. So anyone that knows a lot about that, feel free to hit me up. But don't expect me to respond a lot for the next 2 weeks. I'm trying to get book 7 out. Writing does equal therapy. No joke, Luke. It really does. And I am pro therapy. I really am. Anyone that's sad, anyone that's having an issue, talk to a friend, talk to a family, talk to a pastor. I am a big believer in it. We all need help. I have been in therapy. It has changed my life for the better. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves, yeah. What's up, Daniel? It's been a while. And thank you for messaging Netflix. Oh, and again, for anybody that's coming late, this is my 2-year anniversary. Book 1 came out 2 years ago today. Which is super duper cool. That's one of the reasons that I wanted to take the time, even though I am in just super editing mode. It sucks because it feels like homework. I want to let you guys know because it came out today. This is my 2-year anniversary. You guys are here with me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. These people are not getting out of their houses. You always have a funny story to tell, Frank. Ready to see human players, blah, blah, blah. I am as well. Both my daughters play Warcraft, and so does my wife. Boom. So somebody sent me this amazing picture once. It's like him and 20 members of his family, and he circled the grandma who she's 90 or something years old, and she's she's at a level 95 warlock for our guild, and we crush everyone. And it's awesome to see this 95-year-old lady playing Warcraft. Anyway, I feel like I've been going on too long. Juma and I went to school together. What's up, Juma? How's it going? Let's see, what do the dates stand for? So before they were EBG, so Epoch of the Vanished Gods, and I can't say the other one because it's a spoiler, but it's described what it means at the end of chapter 6. So, blah, blah, blah. Transport key, spoiler, shame on you, Kim. Do you plan to let others come play in your universe? So I've been getting that question a lot. I am not super good at relinquishing control, to be quite honest. Yeah, so I may one day, but I would only do it after I understood the legal ramifications and everything else like that, because unfortunately that's something I have to factor in as well. And if it was a writer that I already respected, in that case, yeah, I think that'd be a lot of fun. And Brian Scott, will you ever make your books longer? Dude, this book is over 1,000 pages. So the answer is, it's already been done. Godmore equals Dead Story. I'm not really sure what Godmore means, but okay. And Frank, come on, bro. I know, dude. It's coming. It's coming. All right. How many days has he been in the land? 6 months. Will Richter show signs of aging? That's a spoiler. Laurel's at Dragon Con every year. I live in Atlanta, so maybe I'll see you at Dragon Con. Codex Alera is Pokemon based. Maybe. I can see that, but Codex Alera is also just pure liquid awesome. So that's what it is. How about a rule book for the land so we can roleplay as Chaos Seeds? Some people have already been doing that. Some people have reached out to me for their Dungeon Master wanting to set it up. And yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. But also, I think I might try to get a Kickstarter together for a land board game. That would be one of my projects for 2018. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you message me with your favorite board games and stuff and all that kind of stuff. Max says, hit and run. What's up, Max? Any more previews for the new book? Meaning on Patreon? Yeah, I'll put about... I'm spending every minute of every day making sure the editing is done and everything like that. Did I base Richter and Science Bromance on a life friendship? Yeah. I absolutely believe in quality over quantity for friends, and I've met some of the most amazing men and women in the world, the kind of people that, like, when the chips are down and they don't need to be there, they are. And yeah, and as far as like the assholey part, I'm a bit of an asshole, and that's how I like my friends. So yeah, it's definitely based on real life. So Brian, what's up, Brian Kinnison? So by December 3rd, only reason it wasn't out on the 19th is because I did not stupidly factor in the fact that it's over 1,000 pages and I need to do the editing. The editing is more than half done now, so it will be out by the 3rd or earlier. Let's see, how far along do you feel we are in the overstory? Halfway? Dude, just beginning, honestly. When I first started, I thought I was going to go from here to here, maybe in like 5 books. In the 7 books, we're going to have gone from here to like... I mean, one of my fears is like, how am I ever going to be able to write enough words to fill a book? It's the opposite problem. As I'm, kind of developing the story, it's becoming more and more... excuse me. More and more expansive, more and more whatever. So I'm just gonna keep writing. I've been like ridiculed or like people have been upset because they're like, I just want it to end. And yeah, I guess my work is just not for them, because when I'm reading an amazing story or watching an amazing show, screw you, Fox and Firefly. Not screw Firefly, but screw you, Fox. I mean that. I don't ever want it to end. I always want to be a leaf on the wind. So I hope that you guys continue on this journey with me. Yeah. I mean, how awesome would it be for you guys to, like, have little yous running around, and then in 15 years, they discover the land, and you could be like, what are you talking about, kid? I've been there from day one! I think that'd be a lot of fun. So, have I ever read Malazan Books of the Fallen? I think I read the first one, like, back in the day. I remember something about, like, a trial where you have to hold up a pitcher of water or something. I don't know. I think I tried it, but like it didn't really like click with me as much. But that was also in the dark times of medical school and residency. So there's a lot of things that I want to give another shot. James Taylor, what's up, buddy? Fire and Rain. Joke's never gonna get old. The movie thing is a possibility. I do know an indie author who's working on a movie. Yeah, I mean, so I've learned a lot from people that are more progressed than me in the author kind of profession. I guess I don't need to quote that, the author kind of profession. And they told me more about it. Honestly, most of my energy just goes into putting these books out. So, we'll see. Either way, it's been an amazing ride. I think it's just starting. Jeff, it's not funny, Jeff. Okay. Jeff just said behind you. Okay, are you a practicing doctor? Are you writing full-time? I am a full-time doctor and a full-time writer, which is a lot of time, which is why Susie keeps talking about these bags under my eyes. Yeah. Trent Baker says, happy anniversary, brother. I really appreciate that, sir. This has been an amazing ride. There's been ups and downs. There's been, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. What's up, James? It has been intense. It has earned me some enemies. It has earned me a lot more friends, so screw those guys. And honestly, I've learned a lot, but I'm really happy with how things are going. And I'm really happy with how the Lit RPG community has grown as well. After my books, that is what I am most proud of having, fostered, because my mods are awesome. They keep the drama out. New authors are coming up, and they're finding, a fertile ground. Beta readers are stepping up because we've set that up, and, they're finding an audience, which is the best audience on the net. And they're finding a group that's just about a bunch of people trying to have fun. So yeah, I am super thankful for all of you guys that have helped me to make this dream that I had 2 years ago when there was nothing there, like, become a reality. Thank you. Seriously, it has been a road, but I am so happy. So thanks. All right, moving on. This is a big day. Thank you very much, Derry. I appreciate it. It is a big day. I'm happy I could share it with you. It was leaked the Codex, blah, blah, blah. Couldn't write it, but he took the bet to make Codex Lair. Well, I mean, dude, again, Codex Lair, awesome sauce. Nicole Plummer, do I ever sleep? I don't sleep that much, and when I do, sometimes I wake up after 2 hours, write, and go back to sleep. Yeah, I don't know. That's just how I roll. We'll see. I don't want the story to end. I don't want it to either. Fellow Browncoats for life! Browncoats for life! My mouth gets really dry from this much talking. The character reaches godhood. I agree. From what you're saying, Luke, again, overpowered, in my opinion, is the death knell of any good video game or any good lit RPG story. Though, there's other people that love it. I mean, I'm not, and that's one of the cool things about lit RPG. It can be any kind of game. Some people like to just see a dude just smashing people. I don't know. It depends on what you're into. Let's see. I can't be the only person that actually wants to live in the Myth Village. I want to live in the Myth Village. Mostly because there's a life mage there, like I do not actually want to live in a medieval place, like, the rashes, no cortisone cream, they're not really into bathing, but the Mist Village sounds great, so yeah. Alright, who's my favorite football team? No, Green Bay Packers. Whoop! I'm born in Wisconsin, that's all we have, yeah. Ken Lopez, what's up, man? I love you too, dude. I'm glad I got to talk to you. It's been too long. Hope all is well. Oh my god, I was caught up with the comments. Any conventions that I'm coming up where you can see at, my wonderful assistant Geneva is going to be don't boo the Packers. Don't boo the Packers. I saw that at the bottom. I'm gonna get to that statement. Yeah, so I will be making more of a effort to like just be out and about and meet people in 2018 and the 17. Honestly, I've kind of just been like working on the nuts and bolts of getting the audiobooks out and all the other stuff that I've always said. But yeah, I really like connecting with you guys. So hopefully some of these cons want me as a speaker or whatever else. Honestly, my ADD doesn't really let me sit still at a table for 3 days in a row. So maybe I'll hire some, just some models to hand stuff out. We'll see. But yeah. Richard Ryan says, I'd like a graphic novel. There already is a graphic novel, which is free, because honestly, I wasn't really sure how to sell it. You just need to sign up for my newsletter, litrpg.com/newsletter. A schizo person would make the best writer for multiple characters. That's probably true. Really digging, but I mean, he would, different parts of him would argue about the best way to do it, so maybe he couldn't write. Really digging book 2 on audio. Dude, I'm so happy that you're enjoying the audio. I mean, I feel like, I'm the mouse on top of Nick's elephant saying we're making a great noise. Like, Nick is amazing. I'm just really so thankful that I get to work with him. So thank you from both of us. Is the Chamberlain advisor in the courts a future Richter? Oh my God, it's the spoiler question of all time. And Michael Gamez, thank you for joining us, dude. Next to Jim Butcher, thank you so much, dude. If anybody knows Jim Butcher, just tell him that I want to rap with him sometime, because he's one of the authors that I've been trying to get through to and I haven't been able to yet. Also, Scott Lynch, I think we talked for 2 seconds, but I personally love Lives of Locke Lamora. So anybody that knows these people, just let them know that I would love to just hey, what's up? Buy him a smoothie from Smoothie King. Wet your palate with the tastes of the Caribbean. I don't get paid for that, but I feel like I could. All right. I'm going to have to get out of here soon because my jaw's starting to hurt. Boom. Brock, thanks for coming. Avram, blah, 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 yells at Futsum for not telling him. That would be funny. Am I going to put a bathhouse? You know what? I'm answering that spoiler. Hell yeah, I'm putting a bathhouse. There's going to be some goings on. I'm glad that you like the twins. That's awesome. I thought they were funny too. People are all up in arms, and I'm like, you guys watch Game of Thrones. What are you talking about? All right. And horses are slow. Oh my god, I'm caught up. Horses are slow compared to how fast a wolf can run. Okay, but wolves obviously have more stamina. I mean, if we're really getting down to it. Are we talking wargs? But whatever. I'll have to take a pin test on the respiratory system. Good luck, Jeff. Nick is boss. He is. And the audio brings a new love to people. Thank you. Everybody, thank you for joining me on my 2-year anniversary today. I am so thankful to have, like, just awesome fans. I really, really appreciate it. Things to know. Book 6 is done, right? It's going to take like 3 to 4 weeks to do all the editing and stuff like that. It'll be out within the month. Book 7 is more than half edited. It will probably be like 1,200 to 1,500 pages. I'm not really sure how that conversion works, but it is insanely long, and it is my best work to date. We have raised over $10,000 for those in need this year. Thank you. I sell awesome t-shirts on my site. Go to litrpg.com and check it out. I have these cool new bracelets that I'm giving out. Boom. And everybody tell Netflix that I want to make a series. You guys rock. Mwah. Peace, love. Perfect Margarita. Bye-bye.